Welcome back, students. This is part 3 of lesson 1 module 1. As I mentioned that for the sake of convenience I divided into 3 parts. This is the last part, and in this we are going to discuss the fiscal functions. What are the fiscal functions? The question can be, explain the fiscal functions of public finance. Now we'll start the answer. How you have to write the answer, I will explain it to you. During 1930s, the Great Depression, and in the post of 1950s, the scope of functions of public finance has various changes. The classical idea of sound finance was no more popular, and the government was having so many other programs. Besides the traditional activities, the role of the government today is extended to promoting economic growth, reducing inequality of income, eradicating absolute poverty, and many more. That means the present day, the governments are expected to bring positive economic and social changes, and accordingly they have to spend the huge amount of money. In the country like India, the government have various functions, and the public finance as an instrument to deal with various tasks requires to perform the following function. At present, the governments through the budget and fiscal operation aims to discharge the following function. Number 1, allocation of resources. Allocation of resources. The most important objective of fiscal operations is to determine how the country's resources will be allocated to different sectors of the economy in order to achieve predetermined goals. Allocation of resources depends on the collection of taxes and size and composition of government expenditure. The national budget determines how the funds are allocated to different heads of expenses. In India, the central government through its annual budget allocates expenditure to different sectors and subsectors. These sectors include the essential activities like defense, law and order, justice, and other essential social activities such as education, health, and various other developmental activities connected to agriculture, industries, and services sector. The private investment is promoted or discouraged through positive and negative incentive. So this is the first point. Second point, distribution. The fiscal operations can be effectively used to effect the distribution of national income and resources. Taxation and public expenditure policies are used by the government to reduce the inequalities. Progressive direct taxes impose heavier burden on the rich people than on the poor people. India's direct tax system is progressive, where the tax rates ranges from 5% to 30% plus surcharge. The newly introduced goods and services tax, that is GST, is also varies depending on the nature of goods and services. Essential goods or services are exempted from GST or tax at a lower percent. Now the third point is stabilization. Developed economies experience business cycles. Economic stability implies absence of sharp cyclical movements in the form of booms and depressions. To bring about such stability, counter-cyclical fiscal operations are adopted. To counter depression and recession, the government expenditure is increased to generate employment and taxes are reduced to encourage consumption and investment. During inflation, public expenditure is reduced and taxes are raised. The broadening of the state's role has given birth to the concept of functional finance. The term used by A.P. Lerner. This can be asked for fill in the blanks or true or false. A.P. Lerner is the person who has given this concept of functional finance. Lerner used this term to describe Keynes' public finance theory, and according to Lerner, the government should maintain a reasonable level of aggregate demand at all times by using the budget. Most developed economies followed the functional finance policies in order to control the trade cycles. So, developing countries followed such policies to promote economic growth. This is what is the answer of explain the major functions of fiscal functions or major functions of public finance. These 3 points are there: allocation of resources, distribution and stabilization. Students understand, pointers are very important. You have to by heart these 3 points. So in this topic we discussed this entire topic into 3 parts. First I explained to you about the meaning of public finance. Second point we discussed, that is fiscal operational areas, and third point fiscal functions. Now here the first topic is over. Module 1 lesson 1 is over. Thank you very much.